more white man lies.
So I prophesied as he commanded me, and the breath came into them, and they lived and stood up upon their feet, an exceeding great army.
Purple shirt, cargo pants, and black boots. It's wartime, send the prayers up and call the troops. Blow the trumpets, the prophets have risen from the dead. That valley hear them dry bones, the spirit is fed. Laying open the book of law to teach the people. Crying loud as a trumpet trying to reach the people. Scoffers, naysayers, you hypocrites. And keeping one damn law, your honor with your lips. Blind guys leading the blind into a pit. You're twofold, the child of hell, then your pastor is. Want some people with no mercy, we will bastard kids. All praises to the Father, we've been reconciled. We birth, resurrected, and regenerated. Sin using flesh, cover bones that were naked. This holy Bible is the antidote to heal the people. But we still some stiff-necked and rebellious children.
When the Hispanics, the so-called Hispanics today, when the conquistadors came over, were the Hispanics speaking Spanish? Brother, were the Mexicans of today, were they speaking Spanish before Spain came over here? You're Puerto Rican. So do you speak Spanish? Were the people of Hispaniola speaking Spanish before Columbus landed over there? Were they? They were speaking a dialect of what you could call Indian, but it was a dialect of Hebrew. The Puerto Ricans, the Haitians, the Dominicans, the Jamaicans, the American blacks, the American Native Indians, those are the Israelites of the Bible. Deuteronomy chapter 28 proves who the Israelites are by their curses. Verse 45 of chapter 28 in Deuteronomy. Read what you get. Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 45. Moreover, all these curses, all these what? All these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God. Why did the curses come upon the Israelites? Because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to keep his commandments and his statutes which he commanded thee. And they shall be upon thee for a sign. For what? For a sign. For what? For a sign. That epicenter parking sign tells you that that's the epicenter parking. That's where you park at. The stop sign on the street tells you that you're supposed to stop. That's where you stop at. Read it again. And they shall be upon thee for a sign. The curses are upon the Israelites for a sign. For a sign. Hey brother, you got earphones on. Who went into slavery on slave ships? The Israelites went into slavery on slave ships. The Israelites went into slavery on slave ships. So who are the Israelites today? Nobody knows who the Israelites are today, brother. You just gotta believe. The Bible tells you who the Israelites are today. Their names were changed. Why? Slavery. We're gonna prove it out of the Bible. What are we reading? The Bible. What are we reading? The Bible. Read. Bring it up. Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment. What? An astonishment. When a group of black men is standing on the corner in uniform, in discipline, it's a what? An astonishment. Look at all the other nations staring at us like, what the hell is going on with these Negroes? We became a what? An astonishment. What up? A proverb. A proverb. Niggas like chicken and watermelon. Mexicans, they good for working. They'll build a whole building in a day. These are proverbs. A proverb is a wise saying. Wise saying, most of the time they're true. Read. And a byword. And a byword. A byword, brother, is African American. Byword is 2 words. It has been called outside of your God-given name. African American is not your God-given name. Mexican is not your God-given name. Puerto Rican is not your God-given name. Puerto Rico means port of riches. Are you a port? Can a boat dock on you? You ain't no port. You're an Israelite from the tribe of Ephraim, Judah, Issachar. You are God's chosen people above all people that are upon the face of the earth. Wait a minute, that sounds racist. God ain't say that, not my white Jesus. Yes, your white Jesus did not say that. The Bible says that. Deuteronomy chapter 7 verse 6. Listen to this, brother. Read. Deuteronomy chapter 7 verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. Who are we talking to in Deuteronomy? 1 verse 1. We're talking to the Israelites. The Israelites. What are we reading out of the Bible? The Bible. Read. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth. Nah, that ain't right, bro. It say equal, don't it? Above all people that are upon the face of the earth. That don't sound right, because the U.S. Constitution say that all men are created equal. Above all people that are upon the face of the earth. Hold on. We've been marching since the 60s trying to get equal rights. We've been trying to get equal rights. What? Read it again. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. You blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you are a holy people to the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee. He what you? Chosen thee. He has chosen you. He has chosen you. Read. To be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth. That's what the Bible say. Did I just say that? Did I just speak on the mic and say that out of my mind? Are we reading this out of the Bible? We're reading this out of the Bible. Now, let me ask you a question. Do you know your nationality? The root word of nationality is nation. What nation of people do you come from? You can stay right here. You're a Hebrew? All praise. So you know that you're a Hebrew. 10 and 12. So you know that there are things required of you. Right? You don't know all of them. All praise. I did not know all of them. I was in the world. I did not know all of the laws. I did not know we had to keep God's laws. Did you brothers and sisters know that we have to keep God's laws? Are you guys teaching your children that they have to keep God's laws? Revelation 22:14 real quick. How do we get to heaven? Do your kids know how to get to heaven? Read fast. Revelation chapter 22 verse 14. This is how we get to heaven. I know you can hear it. Read. Blessed are they that do his commandments, that they may have right to the tree of life, and may enter into the gates, into the city. That is how you enter the kingdom of heaven. For the children and the men and the women that did not know, because the pastors don't read out of the Bible, you have to keep God's commandments to get into the kingdom of heaven. You cannot get into the kingdom of heaven saying, Lord, I tried. Shoot, I tried. So let's find out some more of the commandments that we have to do to enter the kingdom of heaven and things that are required of the Israelites. 10 and 12. Deuteronomy chapter 10 verse 12. And now Israel, you know that you're an Israelite. Read. What doth the Lord thy God require of thee? The Lord, your God, not everybody God, your God, the God of Jacob, Abraham, and Isaac. That is the God of this Bible. He is not the God of all nations. He requires something of the Israelites. We're going to find out what it is. Read. But to fear the Lord thy God. To fear the Lord thy God. Read. To walk in all his ways. Sister, do you know how to walk in God's ways? Listen up. We're going to read it. And to love him. And to serve the Lord God with all thy heart. This is how you love him. This is how you serve him with all your heart. This is how you do it. Continue reading. And with all thy soul, to keep the commandments of the Lord. What? To keep the commandments of the Lord. That's how we do all that. That's how you love God. You have to keep his commandments. That's how you get into the kingdom of heaven. You have to keep his commandments. 5 and 3. 1 John chapter 5 verse 3. How do you love God? We just read it in Deuteronomy. Now we're going to read it precept upon precept to get the full understanding. How do you love God? Do they teach us how to love God in the Christian church? We're going to find out if they teaching this. Read 1 John chapter 5 verse 3. For this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments. I thought you just got to clap your hands and stomp your feet. That we keep his commandments. You have to keep God's commandments. That's how you love God. I'm going to get a commandment for you. Leviticus 21:5. This is a commandment that you're already keeping. Did you know that you are keeping God's commandments right now? We're about to show you a commandment that you're keeping right now. Read what you got. Leviticus chapter 21 verse 5. They shall not make baldness upon their head, neither shall they shave off the corners of their beard, nor make any cuttings in their flesh. Now, so we are not to cut off our beards, nor are we to shave our heads like Michael Jordan. Why? Because that is a heathenish custom. Let me get the Zondervan Bible Dictionary. Anybody have the Zondervan Bible Dictionary? We're going to read the definition of the beard out of the Zondervan Bible Dictionary. The Israelites were commanded to keep God's laws. Hey, sis, we are here to teach you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans your nationality according to the Bible, your heritage, and what you must do with heaven. Bring it up. This is the definition of the beard. Read. Beard, out of the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary. A badge of manly dignity, a sign of mourning. It was the custom to pluck it out or cut it off. The Israelites were forbidding to shave off the corners of their beard, probably because it was regarded as a heathenish sign. It was regarded as a what? Heathenish sign. It is a Greek fashion to cut off your beard, to do the chin strap. That is a heathenish custom. The Israelites were forbidden to do that by law. These are the laws of God that was given to only the Israelites. Go back to Leviticus. Back there, read it one more time. We're going to read it out of the Bible. Read Leviticus chapter 21 verse 5. They shall not make baldness upon their head, neither shall they shave off the corners of their beard, nor make any cuttings in their flesh. What are we doing? We are teaching the blacks, Hispanic, and Native American history out of the Bible. You are the Israelites of the Bible. Go back to 1 John 5 and 3. Say, brother, how you doing? Brother, how you doing? You know your nationality? What's your race, bro? What's your nationality? Huh? African? Okay, Africa's a continent. What country out of Africa you come from? You don't know? 1 verse 3, Isaiah. Did you know that you saying that fulfills Bible prophecy? I know I didn't know because I was in the world. I ain't read the Bible, bro. I ain't read the Bible. When I read it, it ain't make no sense. You remember doing that? You read the Bible and those and thous and thuses. It just don't make no sense. But we're here to give you the sense and the understanding of what it is. Isaiah chapter 1 verse 3. Listen to this. Isaiah chapter 1 verse 3. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. The ox and the ass are two dumb animals. An ox, he knows who his master is. The ass, you can leave him 100 miles away. He'll walk his butt right back to his farm. He knows exactly where he come from. Read. But Israel. But who? But Israel. The 12 tribes of Israel does not know. What's your nationality, bro? Judah? Correct. You're an Israelite from the tribe of Judah. You're God's chosen people above all nations. But you were sent into slavery for not keeping God's laws. Not exactly you, your forefathers. ain't it? Right? So that's exactly what happened. Our forefathers broke God's laws. That's why the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are in America and don't know who they are.
Right.
They think they African Americans.
Bring it out.
Africa is named after Leo Scipio Africanus.
Right.
America is named after Amerigo Vespucci, an Italian navigator and an Italian general. So how can you come from two white men? Brother, do you know your nationality? Do you know your race? Hold on, brother, I got another question for you. Do you know your nationality, your race? I'm sorry? All right, listen to this. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. With what? With ships. Hold on, brother, how did our people get here? With what? Hold on, that sounds mighty familiar. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. With ships. The blacks and the Spanish got to America on ships.
Right.
The blacks came to America on ships. The Hispanics went back to Spain on ships in slavery. So, what is Egypt? It said Egypt though. This is America. If you look on the back of your dollar bill, you'll see that this is spiritual Egypt. Read what you got. Exodus chapter 20 verse 2. We're reading precept upon precept to give an understanding of the Bible. If you ever try and read the Bible like a straight storybook, you're going to get confused. You're going to get confused. You ain't going to know what's going on. You're like, they talking crazy. We read precept upon precept to get the understanding. Read what you get. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. Read it again. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. What is Egypt also called? Read it again. Out of the house of bondage. What is Egypt also called? Egypt is also called the house of bondage. What is another word for bondage? Slavery. Slavery. We're going back to Deuteronomy chapter 28, 68. Read what you got. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. How did we come to slavery? On slave ships. We're reading the Bible. We're reading the Bible. You blacks who think you're African Americans, you are the Israelites. You are God's chosen people. Wake up. Wake up! Read what you got. By the way, whereof I spoke unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. You'll never see your homeland again. Read. And there you shall be sold. You shall be what? You shall be sold. You shall be what? You shall be sold. To who? Your enemy. No, your friends, bro. Your enemy. Right, it says buddies. I know it say buddies in the Bible. Unto your enemy. For what? For bondmen, slave men, and bondwomen, and slave women. Sis, with the puff. How you doing? You know your nationality? Do you know your race, your nationality? Give me a second. Come here, sis, real quick. Do you know your nationality, sis? Take that flyer and read it. The blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are the Israelites. You're God's chosen people. You're above all nations. The Constitution lied to you. America lied to you. Your buddies lied to you. Your church lied to you. Malachi chapter 2 verse 7. Your churches, your pastors went to theological school. Set up by the same slave master that put them yokes of iron on your neck. You are the Israelites. Read what you got. Malachi chapter 2 verse 7. Read. For the priest lives. For the who? For the priest lives. Your pastor should keep knowledge. Should keep what? Should keep knowledge. Read. And they should seek the law. The what? They should seek the law at his mouth. For he is the messenger of the Lord of hosts. He is the messenger of the Lord of the hosts. He's supposed to be. He got the Bible in his hand. The pastor be like this all day. The Lord said he ain't opened the Bible once. The pastor is supposed to be reading out of the Bible. I see you listening. Do you know what you have to do to get to heaven? What do you have to do? I know I can't hear you right now. Read what you got. We're going back to the pastors. Read what you got. Jeremiah chapter 23 verse 1. Woe be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep. What do the pastors do? Destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture, saith the Lord. Therefore, thus saith the Lord God of Israel, against the pastors that feed my people. You have scattered my flock. You pastors, you have scattered the flock. You have our mothers in insanity. You have our fathers weak and effeminate. We are to be men with beards, men with fringes, men that keep the Sabbath. Not weed smokers, bro. We ain't supposed to be dope boys. We're supposed to be gods on the earth. Psalms 82. We are out here teaching Black, Hispanic, and Native American history. Say, brother, how you doing? You speak English? You don't? Brother Issachar. All right, well, just keep listening up. I got my brother Issachar right here. He speaks Spanish, but listen, read what you got. Psalms chapter 82, verse 6. I have said, you are gods, and all of you are the children of the Most High. You Israelites, you are gods on this earth. You are gods on this earth. But you shall die like men. But y'all gonna die like men. Bow, bow, Trayvon down. We die like men. Regular, normal men. We are not regular, normal men. We are the Israelites. God's chosen people. Brother, do you know your nationality? Do you know your race? So you doing what you gotta do is better than you finding out what your race is, what your nationality is. Isaiah chapter 30. We understand the sickness of our people. And this is the only medicine. But you know what the problem is? Black people don't read. That's another proverb. You wanna hide something from a nigga? Put it in the book. Put it in the book. They'll never find out. They'll never find out who they are. They'll never find out their true power. We put it in the book. These niggas ain't finna read. But we have read the book. We know that you're an Israelite from the tribe of Judah. You come from the same bloodline as Jesus Christ. That's why all the little black boys go so hard. Read what you got. Isaiah chapter 30, verse that this is a rebellious people. We understand that our people, man, y'all rebellious. We sitting out here giving you your heritage. This is what was stolen from you when you got off those slave ships. But they just walk past. Oh, I gotta go. Hey, I got a dinner date. Hey, I got a meeting. Hey, I gotta go meet my dad. Your dad don't even know who you are. Sis, do you know your nationality? You're an Israelite from the tribe of Judah. You have to keep God's laws. Read what you got. Lying children, they're rebellious and they are liars. Children that will not hear the law of the Lord. What they won't do? Will not hear the law of the Lord. We out here on the street corner bringing out the law of the Lord, and what will our people not do? They will not hear the law of the Lord. You are the Israelites. You must keep God's laws. They walk down the street. They ain't trying to hear that. Y'all fit this Bible so well. That's how we know who you are. Y'all fit these prophecies so well. Continue reading. Which say to the seer, this is what y'all say to us. Listen up. Listen up. This is what y'all say to us. See not, and to the prophets prophesy not unto us right then. They don't want to hear that. Hey sis, you're not supposed to have on pants. You got on leggings. We can see every curve of your body. That is supposed to be for your husband, not for every man that walks down the street. Brother, you're supposed to have a beard on your face. Black men wonder why they get razor bumps. Listen to the law of the Lord. Keep God's law. But they say what? Prophesy not unto us right things. Don't prophesy unto us right things. Speak unto us smooth things. They want prosperity doctrines.
Shalom, Israel. I'm Elder Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. YouTube likes to shut our channels down, as some of you have noticed, ever so often. Subscribing to join IUIC will assure you will always stay connected to our YouTube accounts. We want to do our best to make sure this truth gets out. Please click and join our subscriber YouTube channel called Join IUIC to stay linked to all of our videos. So again, please make sure you subscribe to this Join IUIC channel to get your latest updates from all our YouTube channels. Shalom.